Ken Fisher here, and Ken, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, to start off, I'm the president of the Nova Métis Heritage Association office in Surrey. Not of the office, but we were in our office at 10586 King George Boulevard in the city of Surrey. And I've been the president for almost 10 years of this organization. We have over 2,000 members. We represent the Métis in this area, predominantly Surrey, but all around Metro Vancouver and the Fraser Valley and beyond. And my career before I got into the Métis business was as a professional photographer and studio operator here in Surrey. And we are here today to provide a little bit of information to anybody watching about just what's going on with the Métis and what they're all about.
I would like to talk about how you would describe a Métis leader for the community.
Well, a Métis leader has to be one who is aware of who the Métis are, where they originated, and how they came to be out in BC here, for instance. Although the Métis are predominantly, in most people's minds, prairie people, but since we have freedom of movement in Canada, we can live anywhere we want, anywhere from Newfoundland to Vancouver Island.
What qualities do you think a leader should have?
Well, one should have a reasonably good education. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be college educated. In my case, I'm a graduate of the School of Hard Knocks, but by basic experience in the workaday world. Worked for many different people in different capacities. In Calgary, I was an office manager. When I was in the Navy, I served some time in the Navy years ago. I became a payroll clerk there, learned office procedure. Served me well when I got into business. Kind of always had a little bit of the gift of gab because I worked on the carnival in my younger days. What we do here predominantly, we try to educate people about who the Métis people are. And of course that is called what we call Métis awareness. Mm-hmm. Awareness of who the Métis people are, because we often get to ask the question, who are these Métis people and what are they all about and where did they originate? Particularly for mainstream society, or particularly for new immigrants who haven't the foggiest idea who the Métis people are. Even though I understood before they get their citizenship, they have to learn a certain amount of Canadian history. And sometimes, but even now, the average Canadian citizen, if when it comes to the word Métis and who we are, they're a little bit at a loss. So what we try to do is make them more aware. We do it to the radio show. We do it by going out to meetings. I'm going to go to a school here in Surrey and talk to the student body of an elementary school. We wear a sash similar to this. Back in 2006, I was honored to have received the Order of the Sash from the Métis Nation BC, which for long-term service to the Métis, because I have been involved with the Métis here in BC since about 1985 in one capacity or another. And of course the consequence of that is I have received this honor. I I was awarded the Queen Elizabeth II Diamond Jubilee Medal, which is a great honor because I don't think I ever got another medal in my life. So.
Just the qualities that you think a leader should have.
Well, you have to have tolerance for the other people within your own organization, because when people come in here to sign up with us, they come from all walks of life. The Métis are no different than anyone else. They need to find work, they need to be employed, they need a home to live in. But we work here for the Métis people. We try to make sure that they find employment. We make sure that they are part of the culture of the Métis is different from the First Nations, for instance, and it's unique. And our history is somewhat different, although not forgetting the fact that Métis have Native Indian ancestry. In my case, it's Cree, but on the other side of my family, it's French and Scottish. And being the president of this organization is a task that has many challenges, and we need to shall we say, meet those challenges. And, you know, an internet, and, but, you know, in this day and age, you have to make yourself aware of, not only should you know enough about the Métis, a lot about the Métis, which I think I do, as I've learned of Métis history and culture, and I'm prepared to answer any question after this many years of being involved with the Métis. But as president of this organization going on 10 years, I am ready for any challenge, and we invite any Métis people who think they are Métis and want to become members of the Nova Métis Heritage Association, please do. I'm also affiliated with the Métis Nation BC in Abbotsford, and I'm also, we have signed a statement of cooperation with another organization that's started up in the last couple of years, the BC Métis Federation, and we agree to work in harmony with them as well. And these two factions don't always see eye to eye, but we are working with both of them for the best interest of the Métis people here in BC.
Why do you think growing the awareness is so important?
Well, a good example was that last year here in Surrey we participated in the Fusion Festival, and we had about 50,000 people come by our pavilion, not too far from here on Old Yale Road. And we were there for Métis awareness to show some of the things that are unique and different. And so I now do a radio show called Métis Matters here in BC every Wednesday at 5 p.m. for 1 hour on the local radio station CFRO 100.5 FM. And we talk about Métis business, we give Métis updates, and also we play Métis style fiddle music, because predominantly regarding the Métis people love to dance, so they love to jig, and of course we love fiddling music.